This is my house where I hang around. As soon as I get up, I start to get down. You don't need a place to stay, 'cause our house is any place we play. This is my house, yeah. If you don't like it, just get out. Well, this is my house, yeah. If you don't like it, just get out. Came up so fast, it gave me the bends. But now I'm staring into a camera lens. From rags to riches and back again. But this is my house, and I say when. This is my house, yeah. If you don't like it, just get out. Well, this is my house, yeah. If you don't like it, just get out. Well, this is my house, you know that's final. It's made of plastic, magnetic tape, and vinyl. This is my house, now don't you know? We move in every time you turn on your radio. This is my house, yeah. If you don't like it, just get out. This is my house, yeah. If you don't like it, just get out. Hi, this is my house. My name's Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Magic. And our house is any place we play. So today, we have a lovely coffee Guinness. First time I had one of these was like a week ago. It's really good. Not a sponsor. Please drink responsibly. So last time we drafted, we had a pretty good run. Things just kind of worked out. We did a greed draft and we won games that we probably had no business winning. So we're going to try that again and probably not be able to replicate the results because that was kind of exceptional. That's how the variance tram swings. We're going to be repeating basically the same stratagem. We're going to be taking rares when we can and mostly taking every rare we see except rares we already have 4 of, unless they're cards we're going to play in our deck. Crippling Fear. I believe this would actually be the 4th Crippling Fear. It would. So we'll take that. That is pretty playable. Definitely kind of a blowout card. Less impressive and limited. If we weren't taking Crippling Fear here, this would almost certainly be Struggle. Although, if you're really into trying to play black, Feed the Serpent's pretty powerful. Or if you're determined to go fast, I think Usher is fine. Sculptor's pretty decent here. Just as a general card and fixer. Rune Eyes is also pretty good. I mean, Scrying 3 is pretty solid, and we know blue is powerful. Rune Eyes or Sculptor. I'm not sure on that. Sculptor has a lot of utility, and 2-drops are very important. Rune Eyes is just a solid rate, and also we know blue is good. We're probably not playing this card. We might, but I tend to avoid black unless it's pretty obviously opened, and we won't know that till basically the end of this pack, if how the computer draft works. Maybe the beginning of pack 1 we'll know it's opened. Divine Gambit's unplayable. We had a really good run with Squash last time, and it's easily the most powerful thing in the pack here to me. I guess you could argue that Iron Verdict is similar, but Squash is just less conditional, I guess, and kills everything in the format. Goldmaw Champion's pretty solid. Another Sculptor of Winter is interesting. An Ice Tunnel, a Sculptor of Winter, an Elder, Goldmaw, a Tormenting Helm. We don't know what we're doing yet. If we're thinking like blue, green, or red, blue, splash, green, or green, red, splash, blue. Green and blue have a lot of mimic cards, shapeshifter cards, which makes squash good. It's got to be Ice Tunnel or Sculptor here. And I'm not that committed to black yet, so I'm just going to take the Sculptor. Fall the Imposter is one of my pet favorite cards. We don't know what color we would be splashing here yet. I think we just take the Masked Vandal. It's going to be easier to run once we figure out what we're doing. Alpine Meadow, also pretty reasonable here. Lindworm and Augury Raven. Lindworm and Augury Raven. Those are the two most powerful cards in this pack, so we're going to pick one of them. Hopefully this will start to make sense soon. Rune of Mortality is pretty good. The Trickster God's Heist is particularly good if we have a couple janky creatures we can give away, like Masked Vandal. And its power level is high enough that it might be worth splashing for. There's also just nothing else I'm very excited about in this pack. We're probably not playing this, but we're taking it on the off chance that we start to get good enough fixing that we could take it. The fact that a Goldmaw champion, if this was a regular draft, a Goldmaw champion this late would be a giant, obvious, ridiculous signal like this is opened as hell. Unfortunately, we're in every color right now. It's not very good. Don't know what we're doing yet here, folks. It's a very late Bind the Monster. It's definitely not the most powerful card, but it's pretty reasonable and unusual to see this late. Okay, so red seems to be opened on one of our sides. Red seems to be open on one of our sides. Hoggy Mob or the first Tormenting Helm? Guessing the first Tormenting Helm is better than the first Hoggy Mob. Playable but unexciting. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty lousy first pack for us. Could have just taken all the Snowlands. That might have been the smarter thing to do. Raven's Warning, pretty bad, I think, for us. Not splashable. I don't think we have 4, so we have to take it. We have no Snowlands, so we're probably just not even remotely able to consider the snow deck. The Raven's Warning, this will be the second one. Path to the World Tree is kind of attractive with how messy our mana is right now. Tunda Fumarole, I think we have 4 of these. We do. So we're only taking that if we want it for a removal spell. Unfortunately, we still are not entirely sure what our primary colors are. Goldvein Pick helps a bit in that regard. Since we don't have to take this, this is just 20 gems. And I don't know how castable a double red card is yet for us. And it's not that powerful. It's a glorified demonic bolt. Geez, are we just going to be like 5-color garbage? Should we just be 5-color garbage? Because I'm not seeing a power level high enough here to be much else. So let's provoke the trolls, Rune of Mortality. We have no interaction besides this one squash. We do have one bind the monster. That's really, really low for my taste. Firewalker's very good here with equipment. No fixes at all yet. Huh. Frostbolt, Glittering, Masked Vandal. We probably have to take Glittering Frost here, as much as it's the weaker pick between these two. If we're going to be playing a deck this messy, I do think we have to take it. Horizon Seeker is another way to fix, which could make red or blue our third color. We're not sure yet. Two Horizon Seekers. Craven Hulk and Frostbite, both pretty good. We've got no Snowland, so Frostbite is a lot worse for us. I doubt we're going to be able to pick up 3 Snowland going into what we're going into now. We might be splashing a black for Trickster God. It is very, very powerful. It could swing games. Dwarven Hammer's pretty reasonable. Another squash is what we got to take here. It's starting to look like blue is the third color. I think Vault Robber. We have a lack of 2-drops here, and this does also sort of fix. This looks pretty mediocre, folks. Just could not really find our lane in time. We've got one Cinder Giant, right? If we run 2 Cinder Giants, then blue is definitely the splash, and we cut this. And Cinder Giant is just our way to win. So we're more like Gruul splashing blue. And we've got Path and Glittering and Goldvein and Vault Robber to enable that splash, and Horizon Seeker. We probably don't even need Glittering now that we have 2 Horizon Seekers. And Horizon Seeker does accelerate us a little more reliably towards Cinder Giant. That might just be the plan now. It's not a particularly powerful strategy, but it might be good enough. That's a really good pickup there. Blessing of Frost, completely dead for us. I don't think we have 4 of them. And every rare we've taken has been just super dead. Huh. But there's nothing else in this pack other than like Shimmer Veil that's really interesting, so we'll just take it and put it on the list. Blessing of Frost, that's 2. King Narfi's Betrayal, each player mills 4. You then may exile a player, creature or planeswalker from each graveyard. Till end of turn, you may cast any of those spells. Interesting. Interesting. Is this good? I mean, we would have 2 big effects that we might want to splash a 4th black for. Also actual Narfi in this pack. Huh. Well, I mean, it's a rare, right? That is what we're here for at the end of the day. King Narfi's Betrayal, 1. I feel a lot less confident about this one than we did the last one. Might actually end up running those big auras though. Gotta be struggle here. Behold the Multiverse is very tempting, but since we're going to be base green, I feel like struggle is going to be a little more reliable. Rune of Might, when we have 3 pieces of equipment, is very attractive. We do need to start getting some creatures, though. Second Trickster Gods Heist. We can't take that. We're too light on creatures. Fearless Liberator is fine. Rootless You could find a Cinder Giant. That's actually kind of cute, right? Or we could take another Inaga. Huh. It's kind of card advantage. So we did end up getting a Hagi. That's nice. I was hoping one would come back around. Getting closer to a playable number of creatures here. It's a super late Masked Vandal. And also another way to activate our squashes early. That'll give us 1, 2, 3 giants. Four, 5 virtual giants. We don't need Snowland for absolutely anything. The white doesn't help us. We might play the Fearless Button. I doubt we're playing any of this stuff here. We could play this. I don't know if we're going to have room. Vault Robber or Scorn Effigy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish, 7-ish. I guess we could use more 3-drops. Vault Robber, also another fine fixture that trades poorly, but with 3 pieces of equipment, it probably doesn't matter. Maybe we don't even need the blue. If we don't run the blue, we're not even fucking with these. Maybe we don't need the blue. These are pretty powerful effects, though. Huh. I don't think we can run another Vault Robber because with 2 Masked Vandals and a Vault Robber, we're just not going to have enough stuff to exile. This is an extremely ugly pile, let me tell you. Predicted an 03 here. So we're not as interested in tricks as we have equipment. So we're kind of more focused on that. We probably don't need Glittering Frost with Pick and Path and 2 Horizon Seekers. Sculptor of Winter is really just a 2/2 for 2 for us, which is also fine. It's our best 2/2, honestly. Best suited up. 2/1s don't suit up well. Fearless Pup suits up well. Do we want to run this? Like, are we ever going to activate it? I guess if I run a black land and I consider running the heists, we're getting into double splash territory basically because blue didn't end up being our main color. If we just cut blue entirely, we've just got kind of a beat down equipment deck with 2 squashes and some decent tricks. Maybe that's fine, honestly. Maybe that's fine. So we cut Path to the World Tree, and then it looks something like this. 16 creatures, 1, 2, 3 pieces of equipment, cantrip, Mammoth is a trick, Squash, Struggle. I'd kind of like to run the snake thing. Should I cut Scorn Effigy and just run the snake trick? Maybe we just cut Fearless Liberator. This thing is so hard to get value out of. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drops. I don't think we have any we have 1 Foretell, 2 Foretell, so 9 virtual 2-drops, 10 virtual 2-drops. I think we can just cut Vault Robber or Fearless Liberator. We don't have a ton of creatures here. I would like 1 more, but I don't really have anything I like. We can either run the Snake Trick or Broken Wings. We don't really have any anti-air at all, so Broken Wings doesn't seem unreasonable. Maybe that's better than Snake Veil. I don't know. Snakeskin Veil buys us a lot of tempo. If we have like 3 pieces of equipment on something and they go to remove it or bounce it, and we fail, that seems kind of broken. Our curve is high, so we're going to run 17 land and 41 permanents. Pretty even. Yeah, let's just go for it. This feels real bare bones. I think we just have to draw well for this to have any actual shot. I wish I would have been able to pick up one of those Frostbites. ended up getting 4 or 5 rares. I'll have to count afterwards. I think only 4 or 5. So we probably need 1 or 2 wins to get reasonable value out of this. Definitely have all the lands we need. Pretty good, pretty good. No equipment. No equipment at all. Single piece of equipment would be really good, but Dwarven recruitment is just perfect to brick us. Sure. Interesting. Could dig for a land, play Fearless. Yeah, it seems fine. We're not in a rush here. Like frostbite me? Okay, we traded a card for a card. That's okay with me. Hoggy Mob will be able to mop these things up. Well, we would have been able to, in theory, if we weren't forced to block badly this turn. Got on both sides. I really could use a squash. Nope. Well, it just looks like we're drawing creatures and not much else. Really? Okay. No equipment, no tricks is really, really brutal. Just like dead to Doomscar Titan. Sure. So if he has Run Amok, we're just extra screwed. Run him up. Sure. So we need him to not have squash. Destroying the amulet doesn't really do anything for us, huh? Alright, drawn 0 pieces of interaction in this matchup. 3 pieces of equipment, nothing. Mammoth growth, nothing. Struggle, double squash. Pretty late to the game there, buddy. So now I guess we could destroy this. I feel like we're going to get bounced. We're going to get bounced here, right? This is double blocking, kills both of these. If he has bounce up, we're just fucked. Giving this 7 doesn't do anything for us. So he needs to play 2 creatures. If we have Tormenting Helm, we win. Okay. Okay. That's kind of surprising. We really just drew creatures, and that was somehow good enough. If we can get one of our 3 pieces of equipment with that draw, it's going to become a lot more dangerous. Not bad, though. God, this is bad. Wow, this is really bad. Yeah. Bottom one of these Cinder Heart Giants. Yeah, it's real bad. Would have been nice for our opponent at the common decency to also mulligan. Find my pup. At the very least, we're going to get 1 land out of this Horizon Seeker. Sarif, the Pack Wolf. Really? Okay. You could have the 1 mana critter that -2s to kill my pup. I think because he could, we're just not going to swing with the pup. we can get one more land out of the Seeker, that'd be pretty great. Ah. I mean, that's great for us. Geez, he's just got no creatures. He's just playing a deck full of bombs and digging. Well, we don't have much of a clock on him at the moment. Very surprising that he bound the pup, though. Okay, we got a Firewalker, that's pretty great. Which gives us the mana to do both of these things. Steadily march towards sticking a single hurt giant here. Probably just boasting here. Sweet. I guess we can do both. Fearless. Get a lot of card advantage out of our fairly limited card pool. Wow. All dirtle. No action. What the hell is this? Okay. So we got 2 wins. Oh, right. I was going to look at how many rares we have here. Trying to understand what value we're at so far. So we're at 200 gems in a pack, so that's 400 gems. We have, I believe, no rares in the deck. Nope, not a single rare in the deck. 1, so that's 600 gems. 2, so that's 800 gems. 3, so that's 1,000 gems. 4, so that's 1,200 gems. So we have 400 from our winnings so far and 800 from rares. So only 4 rares. Relatively low. I think we keep this. Fairly good odds of finding a green source, and we have something we can do on 3 anyway. I mean, we're really not getting the play very often, though, are we? This is particularly bad for these boasting creatures. For reasons such as that. We're still not finding that forest. Well. Yeah, you might as well swing. Jeez. That's... Okay, well, we can't afford much more of that. Wow. Yeah, I mean, him just playing a creature every turn while we freaking die feels pretty magic, man. Feels magic, man. So that was a complete non-game. Those are the games you want to lose. I mean, you never want to lose, but if you have to lose, which you do, you want it to be where you couldn't have possibly done anything. We've already got our value out of this run, so it doesn't really matter how this goes. It would be nice to actually be able to put a rune on a piece of equipment, right? Did not find one of our 9 2-drops. I suppose we did find one, but... Boros aggro. It's like Boros aggro. So he's telling me he probably has run amok, so we should play with that in mind. Good way to get our opponent to waste the Demon Bolt. Continues to have this problem of not being able to find our equipment in the earlier phases of the game, which is pretty annoying. Okay. So I think we're just doing this. Mountain away from a Cinder Giant on 7. Oh, Frenzy Raiders. Sure. So, unfortunately, yeah, why not? If that provokes him to use a removal spell on that, that could be good for us. Yeah, he's getting a lot of mileage out of his 3 land. Seriously, it's impressive. Should we struggle and eat this, or are we just Cinderglade Giant all day? It's gotta be Giant. Okay, no bounding gold is a good start for us. I think we need to eat this. We probably want to do it with something that is not the Cinder Giant. Sculptor? It's got no mana. No block. 2/1s are effectively bricked by our fearless pup. If he kills the Cinder Giant, he loses one of his critters. Wow, that's actually really big. If you were going to get 2 rares, those are 2 that go together. They're still bricked, though. Does he not understand that they're bricked? I mean, I guess this is just to make mana, which is fine. So, first strike. Keep you. Keep you. Warhorn Blast. Wow. So this lives. These trade. Kind of just want to kill this. Take 4. Sure. Never actually seen someone play Warhorn Blast. Okay. Snakeskin Veil is pretty good. And it means that if he doesn't block here, he's dead. Sometimes you have it, folks. I think our opponent made a mistake. Three wins. We're up to like what, 1,300 in gems? In gem value. We did not throw away a game there that we had a chance to win. Friggin' Warhorn, man. Did not think that was actually played. I guess with enough Dwarven recruitments, it makes sense. Two drop, 3 drop, good cards. Let's see if we can find a piece of fucking equipment. Jesus goddamn fucking Christ. I got 3. I got 3 in this deck. 3 of them. Fucking 3 of them. Can I fucking find some equipment? Playing against Captain Demundo here. Alright. You got me. No permanents there. Hit 2 very good cards though, which is nice for us. We are drawing all the lands. Just all of them. Do we want to Firewalker or find a land here? Honestly, we just want to play Firewalker. That's fine. got too much land. Aw, don't frostbite me, bro. You fucker. Absolute fucker. Oh yeah, he's getting Demon Bolt and Augury Raven and Depart. Sure, sure. Absolute fucker. So you don't have to do all this, right? So we can move that to the Firewalker. Firewalker will do that. Okay. Just getting back to basics, apparently. Just a 2-color beatdown deck is doing better than several of the more powerful 3-color focus decks we were trying before. 450. That's 650 right there. We're only 100 short of the cost of the draft without even factoring in the fact that we have 4 rares. Pretty cool.
Take your looks. Set.
Okay, we have a turn 2, we have a turn 3, we have a piece of fucking equipment. Let's give it a shot. I wish this butthole wasn't here, but you know. I mean, we can turn 3 this, or we can just turn 5 it. Depending on how our draw plays out. Don't you one-drop me? Oh, you son of a bitch. That's such a good one, too. It bricks our Horizon Seeker. Damn! Oh, man, I'm so fucking dying to that thing. It's so good. Such a good one-drop for this environment. Gross. At least having 2 creatures guarantees he's not getting another swing in with it. But also we can't swing. I think we're going to because we need the land. Maybe we get him with Snakeskin Veil. Your opponent's too smart, isn't he? He was very smart. Totally read me. But I traded Snakeskin Veil and Horizon Seeker for sort of 1.5. Well, I guess it was even because I got a land out of it too. Even-ish. I guess we're just playing another Seeker here. Swinging to bluff with this doesn't mean that much. Hoping we get a land so we can Dwarven Hammer. That would be pretty sweet. Or Hoggy Mob. Ooh, is he going to double spell us? Don't you do it. You fucker! You double throw me with only 3 land. Ugh. So yeah, we gotta do this, unfortunately. Yep. We can totally just die to this Infernal Pet. Like, the lifelink is real. So he probably has the 2/4 flyer that gives value. This is probably Jarl. If anything, it's almost certainly Jarl. We could Mask Vandal the Rune. That doesn't matter that much. This threatens killing a token. We just do this. Probably just throw the Rune of Might and the Dwarven Hammer. Sure. Yeah, a lot of flying. Definitely killing us in the air. Yeah, we'll let it go. So we can destroy the rune. We really can't do anything if we don't get a squash. We're just going to die to this real slow. Hoggy Mob allows us to potentially block this at least. Yeah, I think we just have the Hoggy Mob. And we need him to not be able to double spell, like desperately. Now it doesn't matter. Now it does not matter. Yeah. Now it doesn't matter, folks. Good game. Just did not draw what we needed to. We were weak to flying. Just kicked the shit out of me with that pet. Man. One squash would have done it. Struggle would have done it too. Because we would have been able to foretell it, and then when Hoggy came down, we had 1 mana left. So we actually could have struggled. Yeah. There were outs, we just didn't find them.
Take your looks. Set.
Mediocre 2-drop. We're pretty favored to find a land here. I think we play the Masked Vandal just to enable squash and to make our curve sort of meaningful. We can just do this now. good. No snow-covered land yet, though. Okay, well...
Of course I'm hero material. Just look at me.
These are both elves?
I believe we can be heroes.
Fuck. This does not give us trample. Okay, well. I guess we're doing this. And this.
I have to win next time.
So you only got one counter out of that? Okay, still no snow mana. Sure. Fuck my fucking life. Well, we don't actually have the mana, so we can't actually pump this thing to protect it. God damn it, I'm gonna fucking die to flying creatures again. Ugh. This is so frustrating. God damn it. We would have just fucking diversified the counters. No, I'm just dead to the Raven Wing. Yeah. In 3 turns, wow. Yeah, Mass Vandal doesn't do anything for me because I have no way to enable it. I need another squash or a struggle. Well, at least that enables Vandal potentially if we hit it. Damn, we lost 2 matches the same shit, like in a row. Struggle for Scunfar actually saves us too. Yeah. Well, maybe not now. Just mono fucking back-breaking equipment. And we failed. Yep. Well, the 3 games we lost were games in which none of our decisions mattered. That's the goal. 1 was an absolute stomp. 2 was an absolute stomp. The third one was, well, the second one actually was a little more back and forth. So 1 and 3 were just complete one-sided fuckfests. The second one, we might have had a chance if we hit the right cards, but the games we lost were not games that we could have won under any circumstances, so that's a victory. We profited. We got some rares. We didn't get the free pack, but we still profited quite a bit from this. My name has been Gravity Groove. This has been Not Safe for Work, Magic the Gathering. If you've enjoyed these draft streams that I'm doing, please consider liking, subscribing, saying something in the comments below. No one leaves anything in the comments, and it sucks. I wish people would leave comments once in a while. What songs you might want to hear, what plays you think you would have made differently, part of the draft decisions you think were correct or incorrect, or just your favorite flavor ice cream, really. Something would be good. It takes you like 5 seconds, really, just a little bit. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I do hope to see you back again sometime. Boom. Thanks for hanging out.